Good afternoon from the Belasco Theater here in Los Angeles as we get set for an exciting doubleheader of Nintendo tournament action. Of course, coming up later, we have the Super Smash Bros. Invitational 2018. 8 players representing 6 countries as we get an early look at Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. But first, we have the grand finals in the Splatoon 2 World Championship. And to kick things off, let's welcome to the stage producer for Splatoon 2. Put your tentacles together for Mr. Nogami.
ハローエブリワン皆さんこんにちは。私は人の姿に変身する不思議なイカを研究しているイカ研究所の研究員です。
Hello everybody, I am a squid researcher from Squid Research Labs, and as you know, I make it my business to study a mysterious form of inkling life.
スプラトゥーン2ワールドチャンピオンシップもいよいよ決勝戦です。
Well, we have finally found our way to the grand finals of the Splatoon 2 World Championship.
皆さん、昨日の大会はご覧いただいたでしょうか。
I hope you were able to tune into some of our preliminary matches yesterday.
Thank you. どのチームも本当に素晴らしい戦いぶりでしたが、今日はその中から勝ち抜いた2つのチームによる対決です。
We witnessed some truly excellent play from all 4 teams who fought their way to this stage, but today, it's finally time to see the top 2 teams face off.
もう私が多くを語る必要はないと思います。オーディエンスの皆さんもプレイヤーの皆さんも思う存分楽しんでください。
And I think that's all I really have to say. I just want everyone here in the theater, everybody watching at home, and all of the players to get ready for some inktastic action.
Thank you. Good luck.
Good luck.
Give it up one more time for Mr. Nogami. And with that, we welcome you into the grand finals of the Splatoon 2 World Championship. I'm your spray-by-spray host, Jordan Cannon. Joining me, as always, the 2 finest Splatalists in all of Inkopolis, Ashley Esqueda and Charles 9 Whitehead. And before we get to our thoughts, let's take a look at what we saw from the ink pools yesterday. All of the semifinal action that we saw here at the Belasco Theater. We saw these 4 squads battle it out in some truly epic matchups. Set to Destroy X falling to the back squids in match 1. The GG boys representing Japan get the victory over Yeah Nah. Set to Destroy X gets the victory over Yeah Nah in the match 3. And then match 4, the GG boys secure the #1 seed in the semifinals over the back squids. And so we saw some terrific action. And I want to talk to you guys. Your thoughts on yesterday. I think we're still trying to catch our breath from everything we saw there, Ashley.
Oh my gosh, well, I think you could easily call yesterday's last match a pretty big upset. I mean, the defending champions, USA, get taken down by the back squids after some intense play. It went to 5. I can't believe it. We were totally losing our minds. And 9, I mean, I think you, of all people, I mean, backstage afterwards, we were just like shaking each other. It was so much fun.
I could barely breathe. It was so intense. And I've watched a lot of sets of Splatoon, believe me. I don't know if I've ever seen a better set of Splatoon than we saw yesterday between Set to Destroy X and the back squids. I hope that today's set can measure up.
Well, we have our 2 finalists, the GG boys from Japan and the back squids from Team Europe, but let's get to know our teams just a little bit better.
Ink, used in ancient cultures to write sacred texts. It drips. Sometimes it drops. Early monks used it to create quiet masterpieces. Gutenberg pressed it. And today, we use ink to determine the winner of the Splatoon 2 World Championship, where 4 teams come together to compete for the coveted Sterling Squid. Representing Japan are the GG Boys. Dynamon returns with his new team after splatting out over 800 teams in Japan and is now looking to bring that sterling squid home.
I am Dynamo.
Etona, Taich, Yamamichi.
We are GG Boys.
And representing Europe is Back Squids. The winners of the Splatoon European Championship, this German team brings a fresh name and team spirit aplenty as they take on the rest of the world. Hey, you're supposed to smile here.
He's smiling.
Hi, I'm Dean.
I'm Eiko.
I'm Watson.
I'm Kaito.
And I'm Margin K. Rose.
And we are the Back Squids.
Now that we've met our teams, it's time to split!
Over 1,500 teams in regional qualifiers. We're down to our final two, so the bracket's pretty simple at this point. You have the GG Boys from Japan taking on the Back Squids from Europe. The winner of this best of 7 will be crowned the champions of the Splatoon 2 World Championship. And 9, let's take a closer look at the Back Squids from Europe as far as what they were able to accomplish yesterday to find themselves here in the finals.
Well, anytime you go up against Set to Destroy X, you know you're going to have to deal with intense frontline pressure. The backliners that they ran, you see here on the sniper, that is Echo, and of course, Majin using that rapid blaster. It's so important that you're able to control the pressure. You see some great snipes right there, and the opponent has to deal with that. They can't keep running into the wall. Sometimes they do. They took advantage, and of course, Watson right here. Yesterday's human highlight reel seemed like every time there was a big play, he found himself in the middle.
And it was exciting because in that semifinal against Set to Destroy X, we got to the 5th game, and it was 2 points on tower control that separated either one of these teams from making it to the finals.
And on top of that, maybe the biggest pop-off that I've ever seen. The chairs were flying, headphones were flying. You can see it right here. Poor Kaito almost gets knocked down right here, has to get caught up. We have our people there in the back helping them stay up, but that's the raw emotion that you want to see. And if you thought that was big, if they pull off this win today, watch out.
And going up against them will be the GG Boys from Japan. Ashley, they overcame over 800 teams in their regional qualifier. What did we see from them yesterday, their undefeated route here to the finals?
I mean, yesterday we saw a lot of GGs. I mean, that is what they are known for, and that is what they brought to this tournament. Yamamichi out in that front line alongside Taiji, alongside Taiji was absolutely indestructible. I mean, Yamamichi by himself, it's like having 2 separate players for each one of those dualies, and you know, nobody could stop him. And so I think today, if Back Squids wants to get some work done, they're gonna have to figure out how to neutralize Yamamichi.
And with Dynamon also, we saw him switch between that Dynamo roller and also the heavy splatling, so very versatile from their backline player.
Really great job of giving cover, making sure that his frontliners were able to do their jobs.
Well, let's go ahead and take a look at the route that we will have for our championship. It's a best of 7. We'll be exploring each game mode except Turf War. We already covered that. So let's start with Splat Zones, followed by Tower Control, Clam Blitz, Rainmaker, and then if necessary, Game 5, we'll go back to Splat Zones, some more Tower Control, Game 6. And I think everybody here would love to see 7 games. That would be concluded with Rainmaker. And then you look at the basic principles of Splat Zone, and with these teams, we obviously know it's a very easy goal. It's a matter of just getting ink in the zone and controlling it. But 9, oftentimes, it's really about making sure you can secure the zone and then get that push as you look at the rules over Splat Zones.
And there kind of is a flow to it, an ebb and flow, if you will. Whenever you have the zone, you know your opponent is going to build up their specials and use that to push back in. It's all about saving your specials for that moment and using that to kind of thrust aside that initial push and keep control of that zone.
And Ashley, a lot of times it's making sure that you are making those calculated pushes. Like 9 said, you want to make sure you've got a numbers advantage and some specials ready to go.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and of course you always want to keep your eye on the clock, because at some point, you know, that music's going to kick in, and if it's close, you're going to want to get in there and really manage your specials as tightly as you can. And so communication is so key.
You talk about that. Communication not only is it important in relationships and life, but also when it comes to team play in Splatoon here, 9. And tell us a little bit more about these special communication devices these teams are using.
Well, they are special communication devices tailored specifically for this event. You saw it in the early video. There are some sick decals on the side of it. And like you said, there's only 4 people out here. They all need to be informed. If 2 of you go down, that's half your team. You're not going to get anything done.
All right, well, looks like our players are in the lobby right now getting set. And Ashley, just a reminder, they only get the main abilities with their clothing and decor. You don't get those sub-abilities, so that's going to change some of the things these teams do as they get set for Splat Zones.
That's right. You're not going to see a 12 stack of swim speed today. So they're going to have to be a little more discerning, a little more judicious on what kind of loadouts they have. I'm really looking forward to seeing what the weapon loadout is. But 9, what do you think everybody should be choosing in the way of? I mean, yes, we saw a lot of rapid blasters. I mean, I think that's the order of the day. But what else besides that do you think we're going to see?
Well, a healthy dosage of rapid blasters, a healthy dosage of inkjet. If you can use either one of those things, one weapon actually is both of those things, the rapid blaster deco, so best of both worlds. But I think these teams, especially on this first map, Splat Zone's Walleye Warehouse, are going to use some ink armor. We didn't see it as much, but I know the NZAP, a very popular pick here because it's so easy to get locked out.
Well, you mentioned the stage that will be on Walleye Warehouse. And Ashley, what do you notice about this one when it comes to Splat Zones?
I mean, I love Walleye Warehouse because there's so many ways to get into the center of the map, and a couple of them are ink proof, right? So you have some grates that you can walk on. You don't have to